I recently stumbled upon an intriguing video clip featuring Charlie Munger, where he shares his insights on how to generate a 50% annual return on small investments. While the common phrase, "it takes money to make money," may ring true for many, Munger believes that the capital needed to generate high returns is not as substantial as one might think. Let's delve into the video to uncover Munger's 3 key strategies. Munger is known for stating that if someone were to work with a modest amount of capital, say $10 million, they could guarantee a 50% annual compounding rate. The audience member interviewing him requests specific examples to illustrate this concept further. Munger clarifies that he does not aim for rapid wealth accumulation, but instead offers historical information to guide individuals in finding their own way. He believes that a few good ideas are sufficient, and once these opportunities are identified, one must act aggressively. This is the essence of the Munger system. Munger shares an anecdote from his family history to reinforce this point. His maternal grandfather was a pioneer who settled in Iowa after participating in the Black Hawk War. Despite enduring significant hardships, he eventually became the wealthiest man in town, owning the local bank and residing in a grand house. Munger recalls his mother's conversations with her grandfather, where he emphasized that in one's lifetime, only a few opportunities arise that can lead to significant success. In his case, he purchased land with fertile soil during a panic and leased it to thrifty German farmers, a lucrative endeavor at the time. Munger warns against expecting to discover a multitude of brilliant ideas, cautioning against relying solely on computer algorithms or outsmarting the trading system. He notes that while advancements in technology have made it easier to access information and trade, it is not the most reliable route to wealth creation. Instead, Munger suggests exploring alternative avenues to make money that do not solely rely on exploiting market inefficiencies. He humorously compares individuals who solely rely on computer algorithms to rats, scavenging in a granary, emphasizing that they should consider leveraging their wealth for philanthropy instead. That's my lesson. There are 3 important principles you need to understand if you want to follow Charlie Munger's advice on generating high returns from small sums of money. The first principle is to look in inefficient markets. Charlie Munger, the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, explains that despite Berkshire's massive size with a market cap approaching $800 billion, the company's size actually hinders their ability to generate high investment returns. Because Berkshire has so much money, Munger and Warren Buffett, his business partner, are only able to focus on large investment opportunities. The problem with large investments is that the odds of finding mispriced or inefficient opportunities are extremely low. However, there is a greater chance of finding inefficiencies in smaller investments. Munger emphasizes that large investors like him are often too busy focusing on bigger opportunities, leaving smaller opportunities unnoticed. This is where the opportunity lies for individual investors. Warren Buffett elaborates on this concept, recalling a time when he was working with a small amount of money. He would meticulously analyze numerous businesses, sifting through financial reports to find 1 or 2 opportunities that were drastically undervalued. However, as his investments increased in size, the pool of potential ideas dwindled. This highlights the advantage of investing smaller sums of money, where there is a larger universe of potential mispriced stocks. Fortunately, the internet has made sourcing potential mispriced stocks much easier. Munger suggests using a stock screener, which allows investors to filter stocks based on market capitalization and price-to-earnings (PE) ratio. With a free screener, like the one he recommends, investors can set the market cap range to $10, $200 million, and filter by PE ratio. This tool simplifies the process of locating undervalued stocks. In investing, there is a ratio range from $3 to $15 that can serve as a profitable criteria for selecting stocks. However, it is important to note that companies within this range are considered small in comparison to Wall Street standards. Most professional investors have restrictions on investing in stocks below a certain market capitalization. The fund I work at in New York City, for instance, has a rule in place where we cannot invest in any company with a market cap below $5 billion. Unfortunately, this limitation means that many potentially great investments slip by us simply because these companies are too small. Furthermore, companies of this size usually do not receive coverage from Wall Street analysts. In contrast, a company like Apple, for example, is covered by 31 analysts who carefully monitor its every move. The fact that virtually nobody pays attention to these small companies increases the likelihood of finding a stock that is trading below its intrinsic value. Moving on to lesson number 2, Charlie Munger advises taking big swings when a good investment opportunity arises. Munger believes that great opportunities are rare, and when they do come along, it is crucial to fully capitalize on them. To illustrate this point, Munger draws an analogy from the game of baseball. Consider Ted Williams, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He authored a book called The Science of Hitting, which provides valuable insights applicable to the stock market. In the book, Williams includes a captivating illustration of his batting technique, with the strike zone divided into 77 distinct squares. This detailed approach demonstrates the precision and strategy that can be applied to both baseball and investing. By taking calculated risks and aiming for the right opportunities, investors can increase their chances of success. Munger emphasizes the importance of learning from investment legends like himself and encourages people to subscribe to channels providing such teachings. Just as a baseball player faces numerous pitches, investors encounter countless potential investments each day. Munger urges investors to patiently watch as these opportunities pass by and only take action when they come across an investment perfectly suited to their criteria. However, Munger acknowledges that these ideal opportunities are not common and may take months or even years to find. Therefore, when the perfect pitch does arrive, investors must seize the moment and make the most of it, just as a batter swings for the fences. This leads to Munger's third lesson, the importance of a concentrated portfolio. Conventional wisdom suggests that investors should diversify and own a wide range of stocks or assets. However, Munger disagrees, believing that a concentrated approach is more effective in generating high investment returns. Munger reveals that the bulk of his family's net worth lies in just 3 investments: Berkshire Hathaway stock, Costco stock, and a fund managed by Li Lu. He argues that by thoroughly understanding a handful of outstanding businesses, investors can make more informed decisions and increase their chances of achieving exceptional returns. To illustrate his point, Munger shares the story of his friend John Arriaga, a billionaire investor. John Arriaga adopted a highly concentrated strategy in building his fortune, focusing solely on real estate within a 1-mile radius of Stanford University's campus in California. Over a period of 40 years, Arriaga shied away from acquiring excessive debt. Instead, he consistently bought when prices dropped and sold when others were enthusiastic. His investment strategy was limited to this particular area in California, ignoring any other investment opportunities that came his way. Despite potential offers outside his preferred perimeter, Arriaga stuck to what he knew best.